welcome to the presentation of Powermine. Welcome to all of you. It is a pleasure to be back again with these regular webinars from Powermine. Okay, let's talk about Powermine evolution. Adrian? Okay, the world is changing faster than ever. And now with this situation with the pandemic, it's even worse. So everybody knows that this pandemia is affecting. Adriano, bloqueia os microfones e eu volto a desbloquear o meu, bloqueia tudo. Sorry guys, we have to block the microphones, otherwise. Bloqueaste tudo, Adriano? Já está tudo? Ok, tá bom, Adriano, tá bom. Okay, as I was saying, the pandemic is changing the world faster than it was predicted. But even so, with these numbers that we have here in the PowerPoint, it says some information that right now they are not so true. But anyway, we know that 74% of the worldwide trips were booked online. And why we are talking about this? Because the world is changing, it's becoming more online and digital. And that's the field, and that's where we work with this product Powermine Evolution. So people are already use online to make shopping, to book it or trips online, and so many other things. So it's the future. In fact, it's the future. And more than 30% online banking. So for those who think that with the blockchain technology, it's very pretty much connected with the cryptocurrencies, that the banks wouldn't adopt it. No, it's not true. The banking is already using this technology for their purposes. And so it's becoming this technology, and the digital is becoming more wider and wider every day in every sector. Now we have another data here that is quite scary, that the World Economic Forum announces that in 2025 will disappear 25 million of jobs. Now, these numbers, the Worldwide Economic Forum put it this before the pandemic. So now with the pandemic, you can, for sure, you know that this number will be much bigger. So so what can people do? The normal jobs, many people are losing jobs. So online business, it's in fact a good opportunity like this one we are presented to you today. Okay, Adrian? So we were talking about the blockchain technology. The blockchain technology, as many of you already know, and for those who don't know, is a technology that was created about 10 years ago, and it is changing the world piece by piece. So it's a new trend, not so new, with 10 years old, as I told you before, but it is here to stay. And so many sectors are using this technology. Why? Because it's immutable, it's transparent, it's not centralized, and everything we do based on this technology, it's much fair to every part involved. So with this technology, it came also the first cryptocurrency in the world. Everybody knows this, but for those who don't know, it was Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was launched at the same time as the blockchain technology, and since then, the cryptocurrencies has been taking over a very large market. So for you to get to know, the capitalization of cryptocurrencies exceeded 300 billion in September 2019. So it's a huge market at this moment. Okay, and another information about the blockchain technology that I mentioned before, over 340 world banks are already part of an interbank blockchain network. So as you may not know, but the blockchain technology, it's been adopted so many sectors, including the banking sector. Even if they said before that okay, the blockchain technology it's good, so we're going to adopt it, but never the cryptocurrencies. Now they are changing. They are world banks now that they are preparing themselves to join the cryptocurrencies world. So from there, it will be massive, the adoption of the cryptocurrencies in the world. Now, the blockchain technology will transform 55 major industries. There's a lot of industries already using this technology, like the one we're going to talk today, that is the mining industry, but many others industries will adopt the blockchain technology. Even so, right now, for example, the auto builders, the manufacturers of cars, they almost all of them are using the blockchain technology. So it's not something new. It's something very big, and why all these sectors they are adopting, because in fact it's proven that is a very smart technology. It is very fair, it is transparent, and it's immutable. All right? Okay, Evelyn? Okay, now the blockchain technology applied to finance project. That is another point inside of blockchain technology. The cryptocurrencies are just a drop in the ocean called blockchain technology. But even so, as I told you before, $300 billion were used until middle last year. So with this technology and with the cryptocurrencies, it was possible to apply this model to financing projects. So this is what we're going to talk about today. So tokens is kind of a digital representation of utility or value. All right. So when we're talking about a token or a digital coin, we are talking about the representation of something. You can use that representation for utility, for paying in and pay out, for example, or to represent the value. Blockchain technology allows the transmission of these tokens in a simple and incorruptible way. So this is absolutely amazing. So people or institutions can move and transfer these tokens in a very fast way, so they can move money around in a very safe and incorruptible system that allows to do it in a very large and speed. For example, to do a bank and transfer from one continent to another, it takes a lot of costs besides a lot of time, right? With this new with the cryptocurrencies, everything is fast. So companies start to use also this technology to create a model to finance projects. Two of them we're going to talk today. The first one, it's ICO, stands for Initial Coin Offering, where an investor receives tokens that represent utility in exchange for his investment. So ICOs, that the top of the ICOs was 2017 and 18. It was massive, the adoption that investors and average people did invest in these ICOs. The fact is, because there is no regulation for this kind of coins or digital representations, what happened is many scams were based on this. And because there is not a legal protection with this kind of investment, 90% and 97 sorry percent of these ICOs were failed. Um, Many of them were, since day one, there were scams. Many of them were good ideas, good projects, but they didn't pull through. So what happens is many people lost a lot of money investing in the ICOs. What happened is that the community, the protectors and developers of the blockchain technology, they start to think uh, a little bit more ahead, and they thought, well, with this way we are not getting anywhere. We have to give security to people. We have to give the coins. They must have intrinsic value to support the investment that people do. So with that, they develop a new type of token that is the STOs. So it stands for Security Token Offering, where an investor receives tokens that represent a backend value regulated by a financial authority. Okay? Now, with this second situation with the STO or ST, security tokens, what we have is now when an investor makes an investment, he gets these tokens, this digital representation, but they are affected, they are related to a real value. Okay? Now, going back on the ICOs, it's true, and I told you before that many of these ICOs were in fact scams. But it's true that the model is a very good one. So in fact, there is, as I told you, 97% of the projects failed, but 3 of them were good, and 3% of them were very good, and the investors, they recover and they have profit with these projects. So it is possible to have an ICO, um, even in a different model, but it's possible also on an ICO to have uh, uh, a back asset also in an ICO. So we have now a new generation of tokens. There is utility tokens, but even so, with some features of the security tokens, including the representation of a true value. Okay, Adrian? Now, we are going to talk a specific token. And this token, it came out from a company, it calls Blue Hill Mining Project. Blue Hill Mining is a company based in Switzerland and also in Germany. And they have already developed, they started to do this project 9 years ago. Yet, the team behind this project, it's a team that all their lives, they've been working on the mining industry, basically on Germany, in coal, in charcoal mines. But the fact was that these charcoal mines in Germany, they were very, very productive until 2018. In 2018, the last stone of charcoal was mined in Germany. So what happened is, even before this last stone, last piece of charcoal was taken off, they already knew that the industry was dying. So the people behind the Blue Hill Mining project, they start to think, what can we do with our know-how? What can we do with our expertise in the mining field? So they start to look worldwide options to invest in mining. So they discover Mongolia. Mongolia is a very huge, inhospitable country between Russia and China, and it's a very big country with just a few million people over there. But the fact is, they have a very metallic line that crosses all the country and is very, very rich in some raw materials. So Blue Hill Mining, they start to look Mongolia, and they acquire 2 licenses. These 2 first licenses from Blue Hill Mining, they are the size of a country. They are the size of, for example, they are bigger, a little bit bigger than the size of Liechtenstein here in Europe. All right, so it's a huge ground and very rich. So based on this, they start to develop some drillings to do the valuation of these 2 licenses, and the valuation was absolutely outstanding. They only use 10% of that ground. It's over 178 square kilometers, and they only use 10% to take some samples and do the evaluation that was done and certified by auditors, worldwide known auditor companies. And so they give a very good and a high valuation to these mines. Yet that was the beginning of the project when we started 1 year and a half ago with Blue Hill Mining. That was the only thing they have. They have a ground. They have a ground study, let's call it that way. They have um, some valuation of the mine. Since then, many things has been done, and the project has been growing. And right now Blue Hill Mining doesn't just own 2 licenses. At total, they have 6 licenses, mining licenses in Mongolia. And so to do all this, to put up all this project, to make form, to build everything inside this mining project, it was needed money. So one of the ways to use the cryptocurrencies is to tokenize a company or tokenize some asset or value. With that, what the Blue Hill Mining project did was to divide these mines in very small pieces, and each piece is represented by a token. So it has a token that is a digital representation that has rights of co-ownership of that same mines. So what I'm saying is this: when someone buys one of these tokens related to this project, in fact, you are acquiring co-ownership of a piece of that same mines. Okay, so uh, this is basically the reason why Blue Hill Mining did that. Now, Blue Hill Mining, um, they were operating, as I told you, back 1 year and a half, 2 years ago. They were working alone, developing all of this. Then they decided to go on the tokenization model, and for that they needed a partner with the knowledge enough to make this possible and to do this very huge and unique financial operation for Blue Hill. So for that, they look worldwide for a partner to join them and develop all of this. That partner was our company. It calls GWE, Global World Exchange, and is the developer of this product that is the Powermine Evolution. Okay, so let's go back to GWE. Adrian? Okay, GWE and the BHF token. Thanks to GWE's participation in the Blue Hill Mining project financing process, Powermine distributors have access to this project through the BHF token. Okay, so based on this partnership that GWE and Blue Hill did it, what happened is they develop a model, and from that, the GWE develop a product that is to have packs with these tokens to offer to his community. But the idea of Blue Hill was also to market this token outside our model, our GWE model. What happened is the time goes by, and GWE was in fact the right partner for Blue Hill Mining project at the point that GWE is the only institutional seller of these tokens. So we are exclusive with these BHF tokens. So that's why there is exclusive access only through one of our distributors to have these BHF tokens. Preferential price through one of our promotional packages, and also possibility of revaluation via BHM token up to $30 per token. So right now the tokens has a price, and it's been increasing month after month. Um, but the target is to go until the last quarter 2022 to reach the $30 per token. That is what is predicted, and by the things are going, it's going to be possible to get that. I do believe, because there is a lot of things being done right now. Is something that you will heard about. That is the liquidity system with the buy and selling of mines in the stock exchange of Toronto. There's a lot of things that they are preparing the token to reach this $30. Um, Maybe we'll get there on the year 2022. Adrian? Okay, so this is our promotional kit of packs. So as I told you before, the only way to get them is by register by reference of another power miner, another member of our community. And so you have three options to buy the tokens. We don't sell tokens by the unit, we sell tokens by the packs, okay? And the first one, sorry, is the pack beginner. It costs you 247 euros. With this, you will get 559 tokens. Each token will cost you then 50 cents of dollar, okay? Now, we have the intermediate pack. It costs you 997 euros. With this, you are buying 2,260 tokens, but because it's a higher investment, you're going to have 8.7% extra tokens. That gives you more 196, and the grand total of 2,456 tokens. That because of that 8.7 offer, the price per token drops down to 46 cents of dollar. Then we have the third pack. It is the pack advanced. It costs you 4,997 euros. With this, you are buying 11,327 tokens, but because it's a high investment, you're going to have 90% extra tokens over that amount. That will give you more 2,157 and a grand total of 13,484 tokens. Because of that 90% offer, the tokens gets dropped down to 42 cents per piece. Okay, so reminding, how can you buy tokens? You register to if you are listening this for the first time, you just get in contact with the person that invites you to listen to this presentation or that send you this video, and you ask him and you tell him you want to join. So from there, you will give you a referral link, and then you can do your registration and buy as much packs as you want to. You can mix them. You can buy more than one. You can buy as long as you want it, as long as the company has enough to supply to sell to you. For example, if you want 5 million of them, 5 million euros, we don't have tokens enough. All right. So there is obviously a limit, but there is no limit anyway. Okay. So that's the way to do it. Now, I want to talk to you about a second opportunity in this presentation. The first one was the investment. The investment you can do by buying one of those packs. You can do your investment for the future. So it's going to be a return to medium long term. Let's talk about 2022. All right. So that is for the future with a great valuation from 40 cents to $30 per piece. That is investment. Now, the second opportunity we have here is because in Powermine Evolution, we have a networking system. So you can earn by recommending this to your friends and family. All right. So if you do your own registration, then you can recommend to others. And every time some other people buys a pack recommended by you, from the amount he pays from the purpose or from the purchase of the packs, you're going to have a 10%. Let me give you a practical example. If someone buys a 5,000 package, for example, you're going to have in that same day 10% of that amount. That means 500 euros in just matter of hours. In that same day that the person you recommended the product and that person buys a package of 5,000, for example, you're going to have 500 euros paid directly to your Bitcoin wallet. 500 euros, 10%. Okay. Now, even so, if that person that was recommended by you recommended to other persons, that will be the second level of your team, let's call it that way. And from those sales, your referral will get 10%, but you gonna get also a commission over that. That will be 0.5%. And you will earn these commissions until the fifth level. All right. So this is a very good way. The recommendation, because the company is paying you because you are recommending us. So that's the way to earn daily. One thing is the investment to have profits and liquidity in the future. Another thing is this thing, that is the recommendation system with the comp plan that may give you money every single day. All right. Let's move to the next one, Adrian. Okay, now we have a binary bonus. Because we have a binary structure, that means we have two teams. One team goes on the right and another team goes on the left. So you can earn 10% daily from the points of sales generated by your teams. Okay, but now let me give you just a standard example. This is not a guarantee of earnings because it all depends on the effort you put on this opportunity. But let's suppose, and using what we call it the duplication model, that you on the first month you put two clients, two referrals, one on your right team and another one on your left team. So first month you have two persons. On the second month, you're gonna put will put and you so will put persons, and you can have four. On the third month, 8, and thereon. So we get to the end of 12 months with a team of 4,096 people. Now, these people, all of these people will generate sales, and from those sales will be equivalent in points, and those points will be equivalent to euros, and you can earn 10% of those every single day paid directly to your wallet. Okay, so it's very easy. If you use the duplication of your team, you bring two, and then those two bring two each one, and two by two, only with this, you're gonna have a huge team and also a huge amount of earnings with this model. Okay, so that was binary bonus. Next. Now we have more bonuses to spread our opportunity. We also have travel incentives, we have leveling bonus, we have business development bonus, and we also have career bonus. So there's a lot to earn with this opportunity also. Now, as I told you before when I present you the packs, that we have only three standard packs, but sometimes we have a special pack, and right now we have the TGW pack. TGW stands for Token Generation Weekend. To celebrate this magnificent and huge event we're going to do in Spain, in Malaga, where we're going to deliver the token to all our members, and where leadership will join with the team from Blue Hill, with the team from GWE, and all of us will be there. So it's going to be a weekend from the 13th to 16th of August, and you can participate in this. It's a major event. We have done in this company, we have done some events, um, but I telling you this from the heart. This will be the most important event on the history of this company with 2.5 years existence, because it will be a huge a huge gathering, because there's something big behind, that is the delivering of the token to the members. So it's going to be fantastic. And to celebrate that, we are just for a few days. It will not last long, but we have this special pack TGW. So what is in this pack? The price is 350 euros. With token, with you are buying with this 350 euros, you are buying 793 tokens, but you're gonna have extra tokens percentage, that is 13.6, will give you more 108 tokens, and the grand total of 901 tokens with this pack. The price per token in this pack of 350 euros, it's 44 cents. Now, I'm going to ask Adrian to get back to the packs. Remember, 44 cents, 900 tokens. Adrian, volta por favor ao. Okay. So now, do you remember we have 900 tokens with that, with the TGW pack, and 44 cents. Now look at the intermediate pack. It costs you 997 euros. That is almost 3 times the amount in euros, but the price of the token is higher than that pack TGW. So can you understand the advantages of that pack? It's absolutely amazing. So, and with this, reminding that this 350 euros pack TGW brings you 901 tokens. Now, think about the pack intermediate. The pack intermediate is roughly 1,000 euros. So if you buy, for example, 3 TGW packs, it will cost you 1,050, right? 350 multiplied by 3. So it's 1,050 euros. And with this, you're gonna have 2,703 tokens. That is much more tokens than the intermediate pack that cost you roughly 1,000. So it's a great opportunity to take advantage of this TGW pack. All right, so stay tuned, because it won't last long. So take advantage of this. Adrian, podes lá voltar outra vez? Okay, so that was the last information I have to give you. If you need to know more about it, please consult the person who invites you to listen to this video or this presentation, or go to www.powermine.net, and you can have a lot of information about us and this model. Now, you maybe are wondering, how do I start? I want to take this opportunity. What can I do to get this? Now, there's here 4 simple, very simple steps you can do to achieve all of this. First one, get one of our packages and activate the opposition. Any of the packs, the 200, the beginner, the intermediate, the advanced, or even the TGW will activate the opposition and will put you with us as a member. Okay? Now, the second step you have to do is think about the persons you know. Go to your phone. Certainly you will have a lot of people in there. You know people. So you select, that's our recommendation, 100 contacts. Okay? 100 contacts. And then you divide them in 2 lists. One of them, it will be what you may think they are interested in investment, just the product. and another part of other persons that they may be interested in the business opportunity also. Okay, and then you start to share the opportunity. That's step number three. So you share the opportunity, and I'm always saying this to people: don't sell. You are not here to sell absolutely nothing. You are here to share information. So the secret is not to sell, but to communicate the value of our business and find the right people. So that's what we do. That's what we do. We inform people, we let them know about the opportunity, we explain the advantages of the opportunity, we explain the everything related to this, and then people, if they want, they will join. Okay, so they will buy. You will not sell, they will buy. Okay, step number four: join and promote events online, in person, with your leadership. There's a lot of support, there's a lot of help. There is groups in WhatsApp, there is social media, there is Instagram. We have the Instagram, we have the Facebook, we have the our own blog, we have BHF blog. There's a lot of information out there for you to get to know all of this. So promote and join events is the best way for you to be motivated and to get the right tools to develop your own business. Okay, so that is the fundamental four steps for you to grow a personal business online, if you desire so. If you celebrate, just look at this. If you dedicate at least 45 minutes of your day to share the opportunity with other persons, for sure you will have results. Now, the presentation of the business is done, and now I'm going to talk about this TGW, as we call it, or Token Generation Weekend, from the 13th to 16th of August. And we're going to talk about this. Tem mais algum slide para além deste, Adriano? Não tem? Este é o último? Ah, tem o vídeo. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was more slides. Now we're going to have a video. So please watch this video and we get back as soon as he ended. Okay, thank you.
Armando,
Sí, okay, ya está. So that was the teaser video from the TGW weekend, and but for those who are already members, you can see all the conditions and informations in your back office, or you can go to token generation weekend.powermine.net. Okay, but for those who are members, you have all the information inside the back office. For those who are not yet members, you can do your registration, you can activate your position, and then you can have access to all of this information. Okay, so guys, in terms of presentation of the business, that's what we want to tell you. And since now I want to thank to all of you to attend to this webinar. And now we're going to stop record. So it's not finished yet, but we'll stop record. Adrian,